There's no free lunch on this one. On these problems, there's none of that you should be getting now, that each problem's different. There's no free lunch. You have to go read the problem. That's why I kind of go oof when I see some of these problems, because I don't like reading through all that stuff. But you have to do that. So the end of the problem, so this was number 5 point what? It was the, okay, number 5.24 from your book. How do you find the objective function? It'll say something like the objective is, they're kind of leading you. What do we have in the project prompt? We had something where it told us something about minimizing risk. It says that they want to do something with minimal risk. That tells you what the objective function is going to be. So here they say minimize cost at the very end. Usually it's at the end, but not always. And your project prompt is buried somewhere. So you have to read it, actually read it. I feel like I'm getting worse at reading because I didn't read it. So I'm trying to go through it as fast as I can. I get it. Then you come up with the decision variables. So it says something about medium. So then you have to go back and hunt in your actual words. There's a lot of words there. So if you go back and look, they talk about paying for units of advertising. The units, that is a good answer. It talks about units of advertising. Neil's is good too. Like it says, it should have a number in front of it. Some of you are getting sloppy like me. I'm sorry for that, but some of you are actually putting number right in front. I do that so I don't have to write the number. Number of television ads, but it would be number of television units, right? They say something like they're paying for this as a bundle and they have one unit, and Y would be the number of units of media advertising. And some of you even got the cost function. Once you have this, you can write down the cost function. Cost is equal to, did they say 1 million per 1 unit of TV advertising? Mm-hmm. What did they say for the other one? All right. That's your cost function. If you want the stick, you can think of it as a stick. They're whacking you over the head because you didn't put this as, they actually have on the rubrics, just said TV, 1 point. Just said this, 2 points. So you actually have to have this whole thing. Start off on the right foot and get the whole thing right at the beginning. If you want the carrot, if you don't know what these sliders are, you're not going to be able to get the rest of the problem right, because you're going to have the wrong thing on inside your Excel spreadsheet. You might not be able to answer the question correctly. There's going to be dings all over the place. So this is the way to not get that to fall apart, is to make sure this part's right. All right, let's go next step. Get the constraints. So all those numbers that they give you, the table, I actually hate the table. Just tell me what you're looking for and I want to just go there, because my eyes go to the table and then I have to figure out where the numbers come from in the table. So then I have to go back to the reading and I'm going back and forth. So I find that more time goes by trying to figure out where the heck the table came from than if they just said, this number, this number, this number, this number. But read the table and come up with the constraint. Easy way to anchor yourself is the numbers. Take the numbers and see what it is the totals are, and then try to match them up with equations. Go for it, take boards, erase what you have, and take boards.